And I'm Nadim,
And we are junior reporters from Hikma International School, Maamora campus.
We are here today to talk about the SLEP, Standard Language English Proficiency,
and the ISA International School Assessment.
We are going to interview teachers, students, and the principal.
Let's go and see what they say. Hi, what's your name?
Inor.
And now we're going to ask you a question about the LSEP.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the hardest thing in English?
The comprehension.
Why?
Because it was too long and the words were too long.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hi, what's your name?
My name is Hikma.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you about the ISA test. So, what do you think, it was hard on the students or not?
Yeah, I think the students just find it difficult.
Okay, and why did you choose only math and English?
Well, literacy skills and numeracy skills are really the most important skills that you learn at school. They're the ones everything else is based on. So I think the tests are designed to see if the school is teaching those two skills properly to the students.
And why do you give them this test?
I think the reason they're given is to see how the school's performing and also how children are performing against their peers in other parts of the world.
Okay, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Mr. One.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you about the ISA test.
Okay.
How do you feel giving the students these tests?
Actually, these tests are standardized tests. They aim at assessing the standards and the skills that the students have in math, English, and science, I guess. They are beneficial because we can specify the level of each student and the skills and the qualifications that he or she has.
Okay, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Adina.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you about the ISA test. Okay, so what was the hardest subject, math or English?
Math.
And why?
It has really divided. Hi, what's your name?
Yasmin.
What was the hardest thing in the test?
Math.
Why?
Because we had to explain our answers, and sometimes I know the answer, but I can't explain it.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Motorcycle.
Okay, which subject was the hardest for you on the ISA test?
Math.
Why?
Because there's solving problems, and there's many, and it was surprise for us all the grade, and it was so hard.
So you didn't really study for it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Yuna.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you about the SLEP. Okay? So what was the hardest part on the English?
It was the grammar.
Why?
It had a lot of things, a lot of pages, and it has some things we didn't take.
Was it like a surprise?
Yeah.
So you couldn't really study?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you want your grade to be on the test? On your report card?
Yeah, because it's not really bad.
And is it helpful for you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Here.
Hi, what's your name?
Fatma.
What was the hardest thing in the test? In the English thing, it was actually the grammar, because there's a lot of stuff that I didn't take, and the writing was kind of easy, but it was too long. Would you want your mark to be on the report card? No. Why? Because I think I actually took some bad marks the test. Do you think this test is helpful for you? Well, yeah, because it gives us more information. Thank you very much.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Umayma.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you about the ISA test, okay?
Okay.
So, what was the hardest thing on the test, math or English?
Math.
Why?
Because there's some complicated questions and tricky.
Okay, and do you feel it's helpful for you?
Yeah, because there's more information to learn about math.
Were you prepared?
No, it was a surprise.
Do you want your mark to be on the report card?
No.
Okay, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Hussein.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you about the ISA test, okay? So what was the hardest subject, math or English?
Both of them kind of.
Why?
Because English, in the beginning, we had to kind of listen and pay attention very much. So, and math, it was kind of confusing because some stuff we didn't take it yet.
It had to show your work well and music, yeah. Okay, and do you feel it's helpful for you?
Yeah, it kind of taught me stuff that I didn't know yet, so I was trying to learn. So I just had an idea of how it was.
And do you think you want your grade to be on the report card?
No, no, I don't think so.
Why?
Because it might be very bad.
Very bad. Why? This test was kind of like a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Alright.
Hi, what's your name? Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm going to be asking you questions about the ISA test.
Yeah, sure.
What was the hardest thing in the test, math or English?
Probably both of them.
Why?
It's like there's some stuff we didn't took back then, and it was really hard for me.
Were you like surprised from the test?
Yeah,
All right. Would you want your mark to be on the report card?
definitely not,
Why?
because I probably got a bad mark.
Do you think this test is helpful for you? Sort of. All right. Thank you very
Hi, what's your name?
Dana?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about the ISA test, okay? So what was the hardest? Math or English?
Actually, both were the same. They weren't hard or easy. But the math had a lot of like confusing questions that we didn't take before, and the English, you just had to listen to the teacher, to what she's saying to get the really right answer.
So it's like to make it easier.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So is like, do you think it's helpful for you?
It's really helpful because I learned about the stuff I didn't take before, and the teacher really, really explained it for us in a really good way, and we understood it more. And like it teaches us new stuff that we didn't take before.
And like, would you like your grade to be on the report card?
Actually, yes, because I really did the hard work, and I worked on it really well, and I was like I read on it like I was like really put myself in it. Like,
Yeah, you put
yeah.
all your hard work in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And like, you would like to show it to your parents?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Sana Al Ayubi. I'm a math teacher.
How do you feel giving these students the test?
What test?
The ISA test, International School Assessment.
Yeah. Well, the tests are pretty good, and they do test the level of the students. However, sometimes students take them so easy, and they don't put all their efforts. So actually, we can't know the level unless they are really serious about it, and they are only serious when it's the correct time. But what we are doing, we are preparing them so that when they reach the university level, they are up to solve such an exam. So they are important to prepare those students, not to determine their level, because sometimes they take it very seriously.
Do you find it difficult for them?
Well, if it depends on the curriculum at the school. For example, in our school, we're taking algebra. Okay? So if it comes to anything related to algebra, no, it's not hard at all. But when it comes to geometry, and that's not included in our curriculum, yeah, it's a little bit hard because they don't know the formulas. So you have to provide them with the formulas for them to know the answers. They have the analytical ability, but they don't know the formulas.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Joyce.
What was the hardest thing in the test?
The writing the story.
Right. Would you want your mark to be on the test or on the report card?
Yeah, because I think I did well on the test.
Great. And how do you feel this is helpful for you?
Because we didn't study, I think we can know our level on the test.
Thank you really much.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Noah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you about the SLEP. Okay? So, what was the hardest thing on the test?
It was the hardest thing in the test. The writing. There's a picture. We have to describe it and put it in a story.
Oh, okay, so it was hard. It was
Yeah.
hard to write about stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you feel you want the marks to be on the report card?
No, cause there's sometimes it was a surprise and we didn't have to study, so I think we knew.
Yeah. Okay. And do you think this test is helpful for you?
Yes, cause our minds shut down and
And vacations, yeah, I know.
yeah, and weekends, so we can remember again.
Okay, thank you. Hi, what's your name? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you about the ISA test. So, what subject was the hardest?
English.
Why?
Because
The reading was difficult.
Some words were hard? Yeah. And what about the math? Was it easy?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Rama.
Okay, I'm going to ask you about the ISA test. Okay. How do you feel the test is helpful for you?
Because it's surprise test, so I can open my mind and start doing it.
Okay, so was it easy?
Yes.
Okay. So, would you like your mark to be on the report card?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Helena.
Do you want your grade from the test to be on the report card?
Yes.
Why?
Because so my parents can see what how have I done good in the test. Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Layla.
What was the hardest thing in the test?
I think it was math because I didn't just have to solve the problem. I also had to show my work.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Charlotte.
All right. How do you feel the two subjects, math and English, being on the test?
Well, obviously, with us being an international school, it's really important that we demonstrate our English skills, because there's no point in us having international for it if we can't speak English. Math is important in everyday life, so it's also important to show our skills in that. But in these particular tests, the English was very much involved with the math, and the math test side of it was more a test of the students' English skills and then deciphering questions than it was about their math skills. Whereas if it had just been 9 times 3 equals and then they had to write the answer, I think that would have demonstrated more what they know rather than these really difficult problems that were just lots and lots of English. And then on top of that, after the math test, they then had an English test, writing, reading, another writing I think it was, and a listening. And it was too difficult for them.
Do you think they should have this test every year?
No, it's too stressful. It's like 2 a year as well, one before winter break and one after February break. They're too close together, and they really, like my grade 3s really stressed themselves out with it. They were like, Miss, we haven't studied, like what can we do? And there was nothing they can do, because it's just testing them on what they know. They can't study for it, if you know what I mean. But it's too stressful every year, it really is. I like the idea of the ISA, because that's 3, 5, 7 and 9, so that would be every other year. But the CEL, not so much.
Yeah.
Because in England we have what we call SATs, and they're 3, 5, 7 and 9, I think. And that's better because you're not stressing about it every year, you get a year break. I think as well it's important for the students to know that they're coming, we shouldn't just spring them on them. Like, we should tell them this is what's going to happen a couple of weeks in advance so that they know that they're coming. Because in England, their SAT tests, everybody knows about. You know that you're going to have them. Like, you know. But they are then given back to the students, and they go on their report cards. Whereas I don't think the ISA and the SELPs do, which is good, because I don't want my grade 3 stressing out about it and having these tests on their report cards. It's not fair.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi! We have realized that some students and teachers find the test difficult.
And some students find it really easy that they want their mark to be on the test to show their parents.
I'm Nadia.
And I'm Lydia.
And
we are junior reporters from Hikma International School, Maamora campus.
We want to thank our teachers and students
for cooperating with us, and a big thank you for DCMF,
Doha Center for Media Freedom.
Last but not least,
we want to thank our camera girl,
Dai.
Dai.
Bye.
Bye.